tonight off, and then they will return tomorrow night. Tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday are all 6:10 games here at home against the Baltimore Orioles. And you'll hear them here on MMS, of course, on the iHeartRadio app, as we limp towards the end of the... I shouldn't say limp. I mean, it's the end of the season pretty soon. Bears over the Cleveland Browns in preseason play on Saturday by 1 point. I was keeping my eye on it. There was about, I had it on my phone, not the game itself, but I was keeping up on the score. And with about a minute and a half in the fourth quarter, I was like, oh, the Browns are going to win this. I mean, obviously I root for the Bears because that's my team, but it was 21-20. I'm like, they'll pull something out at the very end. Did not pull anything out at the very end. So I didn't see any. Did you watch any of the game? Did you?
No.
Bill's not, I guess. Right.
Nope.
He's a San Diego, LA Chargers fan. Anyway, Alan, are you going to talk about the Bills guy? Yeah, the Bills cut that punter.
Mm-hmm.
They called him the punt god. This guy, Matt Arazia. The story comes out last week that he was accused of participating in a gang rape. Now, they had just cut their veteran kicker to bump this guy up. Matt Hawk was the guy that was with the Bills, and they had just cleared the way for this dude to take over with his toes. And he came out of San Diego State. 6th round pick. And so I don't know if that means that your career isn't over, but the time in which you'll have to kind of sit out hoping people forget about you is going to cut into your career. They opted to keep him even though they were aware of the allegations. And then they did the old, we're conducting a thorough examination.
Once it goes to trial, the Browns will pick him up. Don't worry. He's got a future somewhere.
You might be right. Might be onto that. Do we need a good kicker? The Browns need a kicker?
Well, he's a punter, right? I don't know what they need.
What's the difference between the punter and the kicker?
Kicker kicks field goals, punter punts.
Oh, so it's it's very technical. It's very specific to what they do. Yeah. I always thought about people, there are so many different positions, is my hot take on sports. So many different positions on a football team.
Yeah, there are.
There are a lot of sports. Nice like me.
No, but I always thought like if you could bank yourself a millionaire by being a kicker, that would be amazing.
It's hard.
Special teams. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, but you're not out there running around. You're not out there getting hit.
You have to kick the ball 40 yards with accuracy.
I know, but you're a lone wolf. Like, that's all you have to work on. Laces out. All you have to work on. Everybody else, you got to run drills, and you're doing plays, and you got to worry about your body. Go out and kick and win us the game. Robbie Gould, I always bring him up because we had him on the Bears for 9 years, and we got used to him saving our asses. He's the highest paid kicker in the league for a while. He's with the 49ers now, I think. Robbie Gould. $9 million a year to go out and kick when they need you to and win the game if it's close enough. Obviously.
Well, that's the thing, is that that's a lot of pressure.
Oh, is that all you got to do? Is that all you got to do? You just got to kick when they need you to, but it's
win the game.
But you also have to be one of the best. Like,
I know
there's 32 of these guys.
That's what I know, but I'm just saying. I mean, you're breathing rarefied air, understood. But you are also, you're not getting hit. You're not. That's a great thing to be a football player and not have to worry about losing your mind from CTE or anything like that, and make more money than the other guys because you're an elite at what you do. I mean, it's true of anything. If you're the best at what you do or one of the best at what you do, you can make that money. But I'm just saying, out of all the people, people were talking about
that's what
how
people should aspire to. Don't worry about being the star quarterback. Don't worry about raising your kid to be a wide receiver. Say, just kick the ball.
Just work on your foot. Yeah. Work on your leg.
Just kick it.
So you need a hip replacement when you're 40. So what? You got $50 million in the bank. I saw all these people saying that the Browns should run Nick Chubb into the ground. They should get whatever they can out of him while they possibly can. Nick Chubb's amazing. They need to make this guy do everything he can possibly do. And people were like, unless this guy wants to be in a hover round when he's 40, Nick Chubb needs to get out of Cleveland. If this is what people think he should be doing. There's no comment from, obviously this wasn't a position of the team, but the fans mix it up. And they were like, Nick Chubb's awesome. They need to be getting out. He needs to be doing everything he can possibly do. They need to drain this guy. And other people are like, this guy needs to get the hell out of Cleveland if that's what the Browns are planning to do on him.
I think they should definitely use him more in the passing game, and I think they underutilize him. I don't know if you want to run him into the ground, but you want to. I think they.
I'll run him into the ground.
All right. Yeah. I think take advantage of one of the best talents there is.
Well, that's what the Funny Stop in Cuyahoga Falls is going to be doing this weekend.
They got Nick Chubb coming in there?
I'm the Nick Chubb of comedy.
You are not.
Nick Chubb! Hasta la vista, baby! Nick Chubb! Touchdown!
Score a lot of touchdowns with jokes.
You do touchdown your jokes, but you do not have a cereal. There is no Squire checks or whatever.
Squire checks.
Yeah.
Boy, I'll tell you what, I don't know who's buying that stuff because when over here at the downtown Heinens, when you walk in that rotunda, there's a massive Chubb Crunch display, and every single day there's I know what you're going to say. I was going to say every single day there's the exact same amount of boxes. Maybe they're restocking it.
Could be.
But I've never even seen one missing. Like nobody bought it. I'm sure some people are buying it for collector's purposes.
Yeah.
Anybody eating it? Has anybody
We
said
ate the box of it?
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
good. What would your cereal flavor
you
be,
ate the
Bill?
box?
Yeah. Just the box. We left the cereal in the bag. Just take the cardboard.
This box isn't very crunchy. Why is it called Chubb Crunch?
Ha ha
Very
hoops.
fibrous.
Ha ha hoops.
Is that what you would have instead of Fruit Loops? If you want to be the Nick Chubb of comedy, you need a cereal.
All right, well, I'll get there. Let me get the comedy special done first.
Well, you're
This
making
weekend,
wild accusations.
September 2nd and 3rd, BillSquire.com.
I guess it's not an accusation. What's the word I'm looking for?
What, I don't know. What word are you looking for?
He said he was the Nick Chubb of comedy. That's a statement?
That is a statement, yes.
Making
yes.
wild statements?
He was making
That's not the word I want.
you said allegation, not an allegation.
I said accusation.
Oh, accusation.
Comparisons. Analogies. I'm just saying.
That he's
it's a
calling
solid
himself the Nick
I
Chubb
think it's
of
a
comedy.
solid analogy.
You don't have abs.
It's not. I'm not saying I'm look
Ooh,
like
so
him. I'm saying
scared, chubby
the
wubby.
quality's the same. You get the same quality of stuff.
Right.
So without the abs or
Bill
the
is
cereal,
to comedy what Nick
Right.
Chubb is to comedy, is what he's trying to say.
No,
Bill
what-
is
no.
to football.
I-
What
What
Nick Chubb
no.
is.
Nick Chubb is to comedy is what he's trying to say.
comedy what Nick Chubb is to football.
Football and
Yeah.
cereal.
Mhm.
I like cereal.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. So anyway,
Might be Jerry Seinfeld though, because he's got the cereal thing too.
He
doesn't
does?
have his own cereal, but he talks about it all the time.
Oh.
Jerry loves cereal.
He loves
yeah.
cereal.
Cereal's great.
They live on cereal. It's too much milk though. But yeah, I love cereal. I'll have ebbs and flows where like I'm in an ebb right now. I haven't had cereal in quite some time.
I can't keep it in
Me
the house.
either.
That's one of those things. Cereal and chips. If it's in the house, I will eat all of it until it's gone.
Have you ever mixed them?
Yeah.
Chip cereal.
I actually pour the
Mm.
milk into the bag of chips and I eat it like a walk-in taco.
It's a walk-in taco, but with cereal.
Okay.
Yummy. Message off of the iHeartRadio app. You know, if you have a little red button there, little talkback button, you can always drop us messages.
Hey guys, hate the show. Was at my son's Pee Wee football game this weekend. The announcer took time to introduce all of the cheerleaders in the 9 to 10-year-old range. They went through all the names, and one came up, Monroe, and it took everything within my being to not yell it out. Monroe?
Why would you hold that in? That's not good for your gut biome,
Yeah.
homie. You got to let that out.
He's a
Fart.
child.
Fart your farts and Monroe your Monroes.
That's right. Every time we go up north, we go up 75, we go through Monroe, Michigan, and as soon as I see that sign, Monroe, and my daughter goes, "Why do you do that?" Because it's funny. You don't have to understand the reference. A lot of people don't. It's a reference to an 80s sitcom called Too Close for Comfort with Ted Knight. A lot of people go, what? Never. No, don't worry. Let me handle it. Don't you worry about it. But that guy knows. He's just holding it in. If he had yelled, they had announced a 10-year-old cheerleader with the last name Monroe, and that dude had yelled out, Monroe!
Right, that's what I'm saying. Looks like a creep.
A creep?
Yeah.
No, because a couple of people are going to get it,
Yeah,
and
they would
that's
all
good
laugh.
enough. That's good enough. If only we had a Poundcake could be out there interviewing that lady with her dog.
This is the cutest dog I've ever seen. It looks like Bill's
You
dog.
haven't seen a lot of dogs, have you?
It was like a miniature little puppy version of
Oh, I think I've seen that dog, yeah.
It's so cute.
It's like when my dog was a baby.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
tiny. I think it was cute. I gotta poop.
Why would you live downtown and have a dog?
There's a lot of people that live downtown. And have
I
a dog,
know,
they
and
have
my
an
question
apartment.
still
They're
stands.
little dinky dog
They
like
get
that.
they get wee pads.
Where's a dog park around here? Ain't no dog park around here.
The
Dogs
world is
want
your dog
There
park.
is in the
dogs
in the
want to
flats.
run, man. Why would you live downtown where there's no dog parks?
Mhm.
If your downtown is a dog park, by all means,
You go
they
to
let
the-
them run around.
You go to the beach, you walk on the sidewalk, like you can do a lot of stuff downtown. with a
Walk
dog.
on the sidewalk.
You could go for a jog.
That's what a lot of people do
do
in-
the early morning
No,
jog.
I
Cities
fully
like New
understand.
York.
I get that,
Yeah.
but they got dog parks everywhere.
But a lot of, I think it's fine to have
I
a
think
dog
they should-
downtown
It seems to be fine. I'm just curious why people would do it.
because they
It's-
want a dog.
Yeah, it's putting themselves before the dog.
Yes, owning a pet is inherently selfish.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Why? You could
because
just as
it
easily.
brings you way more joy.
You could just as easily not have a pet.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Anybody could not have a pet. People get pets because they're lonely or they want a dog to take care of or cuddle with or take cute pictures
Then take
of.
care of the dog.
That's
Right.
what they're doing.
By walking it downtown in the concrete, take it out to the park. Now, she might do
You
that.
also
huh?
don't
might
know
do
that she
that,
doesn't
yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Huh?
You don't know that they don't go once a week or every other day or
She might.
She might live at the dog park and just be walking over here for a little city view.
And maybe that's a city dog. It's like, I don't like the dog park. I like to be where the people are.
Yeah.
Euclid, 668.
Yeah,
iHeart
right,
Media,
yeah.
right there.
In the heart of it all,
Mhm.
in the eye heart of it all.
He's the girl. She's from Green Acres. Like, New York is where I'd rather
Yeah,
stay.
she was a human woman. She didn't need a dog park.
Well,
She had an outhouse.
Maybe this dog gets allergic smelling hay.
Oh, I see. She just adores a penthouse view.
Darling, I love you, but
But
give me
Park
Euclid Avenue.
Euclid Avenue. Right. Yeah, okay. I trust me.
You're very
I kn-
presumptuous.
I
is
know
all
a
we're
lot
saying.
of people do it. You telling me that every day they're hopping in their car
You have no
and taking the
idea.
dog to the park? Come on. They're not.
They might be.
They're like, I need something to cuddle.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
There's also the hallway runs, which many people that live in apartments do, where you let your dog run down if you have like a long hallway. Now, I would never do this in my building. That'd be
Obviously.
against the rules. But you let the dog.
You do sound like you're speaking from a lot of experience.
I just saw it on TikTok.
Do they like it a lot?
Mhm. Oh, they love a hallway run.
A nice long hallway.
Mm-hmm. Just cooking.
My friend lives in a horseshoe-shaped apartment, so that's a long hallway to run. So that would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
A horseshoe-shaped apartment.
Apartment building.
Huh.
Yeah. So
Wow.
it goes. You can get in. There's 3 elevators, one at each end. I mean, there's one in the middle and then one at each end. But if you want to do a dog run, all you gotta do is go to the elevator on the end and then go all the way around.
Interesting.
And then the courtyard and the dog park is in the middle, like in the little courtyard.
Michelle says there's a dog park on the east bank of the flats.
Yeah, that's why I said outside the flats.
You think these people are taking their dogs to the flats?
It might be.
Maybe.
If they were going to do that, they live in the flats.
Not too
Well, I think
expensive.
there is a weight limit to the type of dog you can have if you live in the flats. Because I know people that have like little Pomeranians and Chihuahuas, but I don't see anything over, like, I don't see like Doberman Pinschers or like Rottweilers living there.
Alan, there's plenty of fentanyl on the ground for the dogs to eat downtown.
Yeah, little snacks. Little Scooby snack.
Gone are the days where we worried about rabies.
Oh, yeah? Because of the fentanyl, you mean?
Gone are the days.
Gone are the days where we worried about rabies. Rabies is the only thing on the planet, by the way, that has a 100% kill rate if it's not taken care of. If you get rabies,
It
and
will not go away on its own.
It's not treated. There comes a point where it is 100% fatal.
What
There's
the-
nothing you can do about it.
What does...
And it kind of creeps up on you, by the way, after it's...
That's what I was going to ask. What are the symptoms in rabies in human beings?
Foaming mouth.
No, it's not that. I think that it's
water.
It's I think, and this is the reason. And I don't think that a lot of people do die from it. But if it goes untreated, there is a part where it's fatal.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fatal. But it comes on like the flu, which I think is why people who have had it might not think about it or you know.
It's one of those things too where I was watching Got Hot D last night, and there's a scene.
You were watching what?
Got Hot D, Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon. Got Hot D.
Boy.
And
I was going to say, you're looking at some stuff that I'm looking at.
Got Hot D. I was like, Poundcake must have suggested this to you. But this is the Queer as Folk reboot.
There's a guy, he's got like a cut on his finger, and it's back in the day when if you get cut by metal, it can kill you. Right. Or you'll lose your finger or something.
Yep.
So he's like putting his hand in a bowl of maggots for him to eat the necrotic flesh away, and that's how they dealt with it. And I was watching with my girlfriend.
They still use maggots.
She's like, oh,
leeches.
It's so gross. And I was just like, I'm going to do that for you. I would do that. I would put your hand in a bowl of maggots to save your life.
What a loving boyfriend.
Or not to save your life, just as a recreational thing on the weekend. Maybe it's a slow weekend.
What do you think your pain threshold is? Like
4.
Well, I'm meaning, like, at what point?
Hers is orange, a bit of a frown.
If you see that, like, your leg is partly cut, like, partly amputated, like, not all the way, but just like.
Is it partly cut or partly amputated?
What I'm saying is it's to the point where you need severe surgery and you're going to need severe physical therapy.
You've had traumatic injuries.
Yeah, to it. Right. And you're like, it's going to be a long, painful, you're like, just cut it off, like, get rid of it, I don't want to deal with it, or do you just.
I think in 2022, think about Civil War doctors.
I know. You hold on to this, bite this.
Yep.
Bite this.
You're out there on the field, and then they send you back out.
Mm-hmm.
I got to saw your leg off.
Get your ass back out there.
You know what I'm saying?
Homie.
Yeah.
We're trying to win a war.
Holy cow. I mean, 2022, if they were like, we got to take the leg, you'd be like, all right, will I be back home for the weekend?
Give me a new one.
Yeah.
Pete Holmes has a bit about that where he talks about people not believing in science. And he says how, like, I think it's Pete Holmes, how athletes with the prosthetic legs are banned from sports because it's an unfair advantage. And he's like, which means that science made better legs than God.
Right.
That's how good legs are.
The natural ones are less than these.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, let me take a break here. If you want to text for something, 35192 to get me that way. You can listen wherever you are on the iHeartRadio app.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7
WMMS. Get ready to win your way into our 2022 iHeartRadio